Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Chicago White Sox.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Chicago White Sox.
Coming up on the first pitch and pitching here today, Adrian Hauser.
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas.
Right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
And a pitch. Now a check swing, but he held up. That's a little bit low. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Ground ball left side, could be two. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is a big first out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
And now Addison Barker in the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But no advance from the runners. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Line drive and a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay, he's safe. And it's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So digging in, Will Wagner. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Bichette on second. Barker at first. 1 gone. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two on, 1 out. That one outside. Counts full, 3-2. Joey Loperfido waiting to hit for Toronto. Struck him out looking.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
And now, Joey Loperfido. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Back up the, oh, that got him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So bases all loaded up. Next to hit, Miles Straw. This one chopped up the middle. Montgomery. Safe. He beats it.
Batting 8th, catcher Tyler Heineman.
2 outs. Bases full. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Tyler Heineman. 2 outs.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Blue Jays 2, and the White Sox coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one, number 56. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Loperfido makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Brooks Baldwin. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Loperfido sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 4th, catcher number 7.
And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. Slater off of first with 2 away. That's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's Luis Robert.
Pass ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Loperfido sizing this one up, squeezes it, and that's the inning. White Sox strand a couple, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now it's going to be Nathan Lucas. Late swing, foul to the left. And that skips in the dirt. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Alexander, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Leisure, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Robert makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Now here is Bo Bichette.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Ball to strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
1 away with a runner at third. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Slater pulls that one down. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they're up by 3.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Not close with that one, and a count 2-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. And he'll be safe at first. And he'll pull into second safely.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great. Nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Adrian Hauser won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
A new
White
arm
Sox.
into the game, the righty,
Number
Jonathan
48.
Cannon.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
So runner at second, 2 down. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground to short, Montgomery. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the White Sox nothing. Ready to go for the last
Leading
half
off
of the
for the
inning.
White
Here's the
Sox.
White Sox
Designated
DH,
hitter,
Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
And 1-2.
A 3-0 lead is great,
ball,
but you can't get
two
too
strikes.
comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Jimenez throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball
Batting
out of the
seventh,
air,
first
lets the
baseman,
defense work behind him with another ground ball.
Sosa.
Good execution.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. One down.
Batting
And the batter
eighth,
will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the runner stays where he is.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He
Left
set him up with a
fielder,
high fastball
Michael
and then bury that curveball down low to get him
Taylor.
swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1.
Three balls.
Squirts away a little bit. The 3-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Sosa off of first with 2 away. This to third, and it stays fair. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting second baseman Chase.
Back to the top of the lineup, Chase
Maidra.
Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox. Here's a rocket out to left. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. 1 runs in, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe. He beat the tag. It's 3-2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Austin Slater stands in. The 1-1. Fouled off down the right side. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here on the south side, top half of the 3rd inning, and here's the first baseman, Will Wagner. Here's a 1-1. Just off the
That's
inside
inside.
edge. That's too
That's
low.
ball 3.
And the count is 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, Mydroth fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Joey Loperfido.
So digging in, Joey Loperfido. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw. 2 outs. On the ground to the left, Montgomery whips it across, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Here on the south side, bottom of the inning, now the third baseman, Brooks Baldwin.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one is absolutely belted, and no one can run it down. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Number 56 gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
New
Toronto.
pitcher now for the Jays, Chad
Number
Green.
57.
Well, I got to think he probably
Chad
has a
Green.
little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. So the tying run at second. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So here's Robert now. The delivery to Robert. Swings through that one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's Josh Rojas. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Caro leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high Fly ball well struck left field. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. Start of the 4th, and now the switch hitting catcher, Tyler Heineman.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, second baseman, Leo Jimenez.
Go ahead run on base. And next for Toronto, Leo Jimenez. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one to first. Off balance feed. There's one. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Out to short. Whips it to first. And that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Still tied 3-3.
Now pitching for
Brendan
Toronto.
Little gets the ball now.
Number
Bringing in the lefty
54.
with a left-handed hitter coming up to
Brendan
hit.
Little.
Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So digging in,
And
Colson
leading off for the
Montgomery.
White Sox, the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
On the ground, right side. Wagner steps on the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael A.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter, Mike Tauchman.
Number 18.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Ball, back to center.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. One out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit.
One of the hardest things to do in the
Up
game,
next
to
for the
stay
White Sox,
mentally and physically ready
second
for the big
baseman,
opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Mydroff.
So up next, Chase Mydroff. One now. Runner on the move. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Tauchman leads off first with 1 away. And that's just foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the dirt. The throw to second is offline. Tauchman into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And that's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Austin Slater in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walked not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Slater.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline and he scores. It's 4-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Brooks Baldwin.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 gone. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Edgar Carroll.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That's hard hit in the line. Loperfido makes the grab. That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Grant Taylor.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Shortstop.
Well, 1-run game. Bo Bichette digs in now. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Next offering is in for a strike. Blue Jays down a run. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. They're down to their final strike. One strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.